What is expository text? It is nonfiction reading material. This material can be used to inform or explain something to the reader. A few examples of expository text are textbooks, encyclopedias, scientific books or journals, a set of directions, guides, biographies, and newspapers. Keep in mind, though, nowadays, most likely, all of these will be presented in the electronic form. It's very important to expose students to many forms of expository text, and that can be done from kindergarten on. Giving a student prior knowledge of the expository text can help with their expository writing in the future. Having said that, it is very important to understand that many children have trouble reading expository text and need explicit instruction to get them on the road to higher knowledge. The first step to your students reading expository text is to get them to comprehend the material. What is comprehension? A common definition for teachers is that comprehension is a process in which readers construct meaning by interacting with text through the combination of prior knowledge and previous experience, information in the text, and the stance the reader takes in the relationship to the text. As these different definitions demonstrate, there are many interpretations of what it means to comprehend text. Some believe that meaning emerges only from the engagement of that reader with that text at that particular moment in time. So, how do we get our students on the road to comprehension of expository text? The first thing we need to do is engage their schema. How much world knowledge does a student have? Are they motivated to learn? Does the topic of the material presented interest the student enough to make them want to learn? Once we have engaged their schema or prior knowledge, the next step is to improve their decoding skills. Kids have to be able to read the words in order to comprehend what they are reading. They should have some level of automatic recognition of the words, so they spend more time reading and comprehending, not decoding what the words actually mean or how to read them. The more automatic reading becomes for a student, the greater their fluency and the more they can comprehend. One of the things that teachers can do to improve fluency is to model fluent reading by reading aloud to students daily so that they can see what it looks like and what it sounds like. Then they can engage them in repeated reading exercises like reader's theater. Background knowledge is an important factor for creating meaning, and teachers should help students activate prior knowledge before reading so that they can form connections to the concept presented while they read the material. Teachers can help students build the appropriate knowledge by using informational books and establishing and maintaining a print-rich environment full of text that provides students with many opportunities to learn content in a variety of topics. Another way is to get them to create a visual or graphic organizer that can help them see not only new concepts, but also how previously known concepts are related and connected to the new ones that they are learning in the new expository text material. Once teachers have decided on the appropriate vocabulary to use, students must actively engage with the words, use them in written and spoken language in order for the words to become a part of the students' reading and writing vocabularies. For example, asking students to create graphic organizers that show relationships among new words and common and unknown words helps them assimilate new vocabulary. All of the following steps that we have just learned about comprehension and how to teach it to our students would mean nothing without understanding how to motivate our students. We can motivate students by providing them interesting texts, allowing them choices in reading and writing material, helping them set authentic purposes for reading. They can write reports, write letters to someone they know, demonstrate some new skill or ability that they just learned. Many teachers actively seek out student interests so that they can select texts, topics, themes, and units that will more likely engage students. Comprehension will only increase as students engage in personal responses to text. Teachers can help students learn and apply comprehension strategies while reading, through writing, and during student-led discussions. Comprehension goes even further because we now have to look at the actual text, not just the student learning the text. Teachers should share some common expository text structures with students, one at a time, such as sequence, description, comparison, and cause and effect. Most of these can be done by using graphic organizers. As teachers, we serve as role models. In this case, we need to model appropriate text selection. Teach them how to find a good fit book, or the just right book. These books are those that look interesting, have mostly decodable words, have been read aloud previously and are written by a familiar author or will be read with a support person nearby. Provide regular independent reading time. Teachers can make sure that they provide students with time to read independently every day. Reading becomes better with practice, and comprehending becomes better with more reading practice.